Journey to the Undersea Gardens. Margaret Klein, Rachel Griffiths, and Cynthia Benjamin. The Garden. This is the true story of a strange place called the Rose Garden. It is unlike any garden you've ever seen. This garden grew at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. Scientists found the Rose Garden in 1979. They visited it again several times after that. People have wondered what is at the bottom of the deep ocean for hundreds of years. Deep-sea exploration began many years before the Rose Garden was found. Discoveries like this help scientists understand how the Earth and oceans work. Exploring the sea floor. One early journey to the bottom of the ocean was in 1974. On this trip, a team of French and American scientists explored the sea floor of the Atlantic Ocean. One purpose of the trip was to look for hot springs. The scientists knew that, on land, hot springs are found near volcanoes. There are also volcanoes on the sea floor, so the researchers thought there might be hot springs on the sea floor. Sea floor hot springs. Seafloor hot springs are also called vents. They happen when seawater is heated by hot rocks in the Earth's ocean crust. Sometimes the seawater flows from cracks. Long tubes like chimneys sometimes form above the hot springs. The scientists searched areas of the floor of the Atlantic Ocean in small submarines. They found some underwater volcanoes. The team saw lava rock all around the volcanoes, but they did not find any hot springs. So scientists kept studying the ocean. In 1977, researchers were working in the Pacific Ocean. They found an area of the sea floor near the Galapagos Islands where the temperature was cooler than it should have been. Scientists found hot springs in this area. After exploring the hot springs, they also thought the vents might be a clue to explain how seawater is heated in the Earth's crust. So, in 1979, researchers decided to take another journey to the Pacific Ocean to learn more about the seafloor. 1974, an amazing discovery. The expedition took place in February 1979. The people on this trip were from the United States. The group traveled by ship to the area northeast of the Galapagos Islands. The ship carried a small submarine on board. The submarine was called Alvin. The group made several dives down to the bottom of the ocean in Alvin. Alvin is a submarine that holds 3 people. It has 3 portholes, or windows. The submarine also carries lights and cameras for taking pictures underwater. Alvin was launched into the water from the back of a ship. Alvin traveled slowly. It took about 2 hours for the submarine to reach the sea floor. The pilot steered Alvin to the bottom of the ocean. The sea floor was about 3 kilometers below the surface. When the crew looked out of the portholes, it was totally dark. That's because there is no sunlight in the deep parts of the ocean. The crew had to use lights to see objects deep under the ocean. The lights allowed them to see out of the portholes. They saw many different kinds of fish and jellyfish on their dives. On one dive, the scientists saw the sea floor hot springs. However, that wasn't all they found. On the sea floor around the hot springs was the biggest surprise of all. The scientists saw colorful jellyfish out of the portholes on their way down to the sea floor. The scientists were amazed to find clusters of animals living close to the vents. The animals were strange-looking creatures. Many had never been seen before this trip. "We came upon a fabulous scene," said scientist John Edmund. "We saw reefs of mussels and fields of giant clams. One kind of animal that lives near the vent is a giant clam. These clams are more than 30 centimeters long.